In the last insight, we visited about the two sides of the coin of connectedness and loneliness. And let's look at this a little bit more through the lens of great ways to connect with people. Because you know that gives us at least three enormous benefits. We live longer, we don't have as much disease, and we enjoy what we eat more. So, spoiler alert, I am of the social type of personality. I find that I need friends, need my family. I like to have circles. I also like to have a one-on-one person, but I like a lot of friends. So I discovered this back when I was about 19. I had left the safety of Oklahoma, gone to Texas for college, and I lived in this dormitory. Met some really nice girls there, and in about January, I think it was January because I had definitely been home for Christmas and filled my plate with all of my mom's delicious home cooking. So we went to this Greasy Spoon Diner in Texas, and we were in line, sort of single file, waiting to put in our orders at the counter. And I was the last one in our friend group, and I heard the guy behind me, another college kid, say, "That girl is really cute, but she has a big butt." And he was talking to his friend behind him, but everyone heard it. It was not a stage whisper. It was an announcement. And so one of my new friends stepped up to him and said, "Hey, buddy, you're just jealous. We can gain the freshman 15. You're still skinny and scrawny and ugly. So, ha." That woman's name is Ann Williams. She's from Pampa, Texas, and we are friends to this day. So, maybe it begs the question, how do we get more of that connection? The kind that feels good physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, relationally. Well, I can think of three important ways. So you know our brains are many organs in one, weighs about 3 pounds, and it loves to get rewards. We get them when we eat, we get them when we enjoy the company of others, we get them when we do things that we find are fun to do. But you know what's weird? We're not always in that space of enjoyment. Sometimes as human beings, we love to gripe and complain. And yes, there's a part of griping and complaining that sort of connects us in our misery, but there are better ways to connect. So for the last blissful, delightful year, I have been playing pickleball with a group of women with a teacher named Heidi. Well, last Monday, Heidi resigned from teaching where we play for a better teaching gig. Oh my gosh, you can't believe the griping and moaning. My women friends say things like, "This will never be the same. Now we're never going to improve again. Who's going to be as good at connecting us as Heidi was? The new guy who's been hired, he'll probably be terrible. We know for sure he won't be like Heidi was." And so we gripe and we stress about it. So sometimes as human beings, we just gripe and kvetch a lot. That's not what truly creates connection or happiness or more fulfillment in life. It turns out that we find a lot of that in faith, in community, in nature, in our other communities, Kiwanis, Optimus, Bridge Club, Canasta Group, whatever it may be. And here at Mile High Church, it feels like we promote this in a especially unique way. You know, we provide a lot of opportunities here for joy that we can find through gratitude, through meditation, through self-awareness, by using our VIPs, visioning, and intention setting, and the use of prayer. So let's look at these three ways I've been alluding to that really help us to touch into the power of connection. The first one is to get in touch with your inner beauty, with my inner beauty, and my inner struggles. Again, that's two sides of the same coin. So sometimes I say to myself, "Linda, you're doing a beautiful job and you need to do better with your setting of boundaries. But hang in there. Your buns are a normal size now. You use your body in all of these amazing ways. to play pickleball and to take care of grandkids and to go on walks with your best friend. So give yourself some grace, give yourself some credit, and really connect in to all those things inside that are so beautiful about you. Your ability to enjoy, your ability to help others, and your ability to extend yourself beyond yourself. Do you remember Elizabeth Gilbert? She wrote that book, Eat, Pray, Love, or Eat, Love, Pray, something like that. And she talks a lot about being kind to the person you're going to be in the future. Let me just read a little bit about what she says. She says, be kind to the person you'll be tomorrow. Floss and eat right. De-stress, meditate. Teach yourself to look on the bright side. Be grateful for things. Quit smoking, reduce your sugar intake. Walk out of a toxic relationship even, because you're worthy of acceptance and sympathy. You never did something so wrong that you no longer deserve that. You know that a blameless and innocent stranger will someday live in the world you are creating right now. You are making the bed, but they will have to lie in it. She goes on to say that before she goes on a trip, she remakes her bed with clean sheets. So the future version of her will come home and feel comfort and joy. Isn't that a nice gift to give herself? So we can really get in touch with our inner beauty and with planting the seeds today of that person we will be in the future. A second way that we can really further our connectedness in this world, which can be lonely and dismal at times, is to connect and support others. You know, our brain is an amazing structure, and when it's not busy sending messages to our body and receiving messages from our body, it uses its spare time to learn about social connection. And I think we've probably all heard that saying about it taking 10,000 hours to form a new habit. Well, we had this habit of connecting with others and groups of others by the time we were 10. We had done our 10,000 hours by 4th or 5th grade. We had practiced in our families connecting. We had practiced in groups connecting. So you have this skill. You probably use it every day, at work, at home, in the line at King Soopers. Those little connection points are really important. And then the third thing, the last thing we can do to really further our connection is to use technology nicely in our favor. So I live in a little neighborhood with 60 houses in it, and 18 of us are widows. 18 of us, or almost, live alone. There's one house that has 3 sisters in it. Sometimes I'm jealous of them because they have built-in friends. One thing we do in my neighborhood is that we get together on the first Thursday of every month. It's called Thursday, and we have snacks. And what my friends share with me is that they are absolutely over the moon in love with 3 websites. The first one is milehighchurch.org, because they can connect here socially, spiritually, mentally, relationally, in person or online, and it feeds the beautiful unfolding of their spiritual development. And then secondly, they love this website that is connected to, sponsored by aarp.org. And they go to 2 places there. They go to OATS, which stands for the Online Adult Technology Services, and it helps get them connected to classes and live things and lessons and all kinds of stuff. And then the second one is called Virtual Community Connection, and it does other great things for people. So those 3 things can provide assistance to us in our connecting in what can sometimes be an isolating world, connecting to our own inner beauty, complimenting ourselves on that, and being kind to our future selves in the present day. So those three things can really help us with our connectedness, with our healthy well-being, with our spiritual unfoldment in what can sometimes feel like a fractured, divisive, isolated world. And they are connecting with our inner beauty, connecting with others, connecting with ourselves. So let's just unfold all of that in a moment of prayerfulness, shall we? Oh, I just invite you to be in a place of peace and of comfort, to take a deep breath and let everything go. Every stress, every worry, every concern, and just be here now, basking in the oneness that we all enjoy, knowing that we are so intimately, intrinsically connected with spirit, with nature, with the earth, with the cosmos, within ourselves, to the beloved, and just feeling a moment of total beingness without any angst, without any voice from the inner critic, in a space of acceptance and self-love and ease and grace. And to just know that lives within us at all times, as close as our next breath, our next heartbeat, and just as beautiful, just as much of a gift as everything is. And we can close this with gratitude for the generosity of the divine, God, Source, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, that creative ultimate power, that energy, that light, that intelligence that is in us and as us and for us as we beautifully unfold on this earthly walk. And so it is.